Yeah.
And live.
And we are live. Happy Friday to you, Video Bootcamp family. It is so good to be live with you today. And I just wanted to touch base with you. I really have missed you guys, and I really enjoyed the chance that we had to be together for the Video Bootcamp classes. And so what I decided is I want to go live in this community once a week, at least once a week. And so that means I'm going to be inviting people within this community to be live with me, to just hear how your videos are coming along. And I do believe that positive peer pressure works. So if you saw the last video I put in this Video Bootcamp community, positive peer pressure does work. And so I think if you see us creating video, I'm hoping will help you get that motivation to create your own. So you know this young woman joining me today. It's Kimberly Adams Tufts. And I wanted to touch base with her about the video she's creating. So I'm imagining you've noticed, if you're getting the notifications from Facebook, she's been posting a lot of videos.
Yes, I have.
Her ideas about what she's doing the videos for, how the Video Bootcamp helped her with that, and some questions that she might have right now regarding videos. So before we get started with Kimberly, or Kat, as she's allowing me to call her, post any questions that you have in the chat, and we'll be sure to answer them and get that information over to you. So let me introduce you to Kimberly Adams Tufts, aka Kat. Kat, thank you so much for joining us on this live stream today.
Oh, well, I have to thank you, Cheryl, for inviting me. Being a novice to video, it's a little daunting, but I have to say that what I've discovered about video is that practice makes perfect. And it's kind of a laboratory or a studio, and you're learning as you're going and you test out different things. So hi to everyone, and it's International Women's Day. So,
it is.
And most of us are women, not all, but also I just want everyone to know that. And as we move forth, something to celebrate.
You got that right. You do. And I really appreciate you taking some time to talk with us today on that. So let's just get started, because I didn't actually go through this with everybody in the community. But what do you do? Why are you using video to help you reach more people with whatever message you have? What do you do?
Well, what I do is I'm in healthcare by education and training. I'm a professor in the School of Nursing in Hampton Roads at Old Dominion University, and mostly administrator. In recent years, I was the associate dean for interprofessional education for our 5 schools of health professions at ODU, and been back in the School of Nursing for about a year. However, at the same time, I said by education and training, I am a registered nurse, but also a board certified women's health nurse practitioner and a wellness coach.
Wow.
And so wellness has always been my thing. I'm that person who came in the office, I'd get down in the exam room. You're talking about you want to be healthy or tighten your abs, and I'd show you how to do an effective crunch. That's just in the exam room. It's bad when your provider gets down on the floor, but most people seem to enjoy it. So it's a passion. And I think my daughter was trying to tell me that you can get the message out and you can serve more people if you would use video. I wouldn't do it. 2 years ago, I had an opportunity to be a coach for a firm in San Francisco. And I would not make the video. That was part of the interview process.
Yeah. Oh my God.
My daughter was like, "Mommy." And I was like, "Oh no, Erica, I'm not doing that."
Oh, that hurts my heart. But no more. I mean, no more, because you can send them a video today or tomorrow. Maybe I'll give you the weekend.
Thanks to you, Cheryl. That's why I can.
You know what? I didn't do that. You did that. And so I want to go back to a couple of the things you said. Is you are that person that would get on the floor of an exam room to show a patient how to do a crunch. Yes. I think it speaks to your personality just a little bit. And I didn't realize that in talking to you, but in seeing your videos, I can see that.
I am a shy girl. I'm an introvert, very much so. I've taught myself to be an extrovert, to appear to be an extrovert. But when I'm really passionate about something, and I am passionate about wellness and well-being and health. And so sometimes you have to use a certain platform. I worked on policy and health policy. So I had to learn to come out of my shell and talk to our folks in the Senate and in work on the Hill. And that was hard for this little girl who they used to say is that when I was a child, she'll cry if you look at her hard enough. So I'm not crying now. These are allergies, but I still have that tendency. So when they said, use video because that's the medium that we use now, I was like, well, I guess I'm going to miss that train.
So tell me what exactly was the barrier. I mean, you had an opportunity several years ago with that company in San Francisco. So I mean, that I know that was an opportunity.
Yeah.
What is it about the camera? And I do this because we're looking in the lens here. But what was it about it before Video Bootcamp? What was it about the camera that stopped you? I mean, because you're clearly well spoken. You love what you do. That's not that.
It's like I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid of it. Not the technology. I love technology. I'm into technology. I'm the person who just went around with Super Bowl season, and all these women I knew bought televisions, the big new ones at Costco's, and I programmed them. So that's not it. But I found a video of myself last night or yesterday from 2016 in Austria, where I was interviewed about nursing in the United States. And I've been videoed a lot in my career. I used to be on television all the time in Northern Ohio.
Okay.
And I think there's a pattern, a process, a science to it. But I am shy. I'm just that person. Someone was just saying at International Women's Day luncheon, she was taught that you don't put yourself out there. And I very much come from parents. You don't have to talk about yourself, Kimberly. You do good and your light will shine. You don't need to do that.
I think that is very key, what you just said. I think maybe it's something, not so much a fear, but something that we're told from a very young age.
Yes.
Okay. So that aside, because that's not you any longer, right?
Okay. Not after this week, apparently.
Not after. No. And for anyone who hasn't seen your videos in our community, you need to find them, and they'll make you smile. They'll make you wash your hands. First of all, like, you're going to wash your hands. You might do a little dance. But so what do you think, if you already knew technical stuff and so maybe was it the messaging piece that helped you to sort of focus? I find when I talk with people, they either struggle with the technical part, which I know maybe is not the major problem for you, but they struggle with sort of organizing their brain because there's so much in here. How do you get what you want out in a way that doesn't overwhelm people and isn't like 4 hours long? So
absolutamente. You gave us some really good structure and a frame for how to do it and what to say. And, don't wait forever to tell the person what your video is about. And there are a whole lot of people on the internet, especially YouTube, who do that. And I thought, well, Cheryl said not to do that. And so absolutely, and having the support of the group. And I also felt guilty because I hadn't posted any videos because I'm technically in the May boot camp because I had two times during the 4 weeks where I had other commitments. I'm consulting as a women's health coach.
Cool.
And so I didn't want to not be there my first time with the people. But you made it accessible. I always tell people in health policy, people think everything is about money. So financial access, no. Or they think it's geographic. That's kind of technology. Well, people they live too far away from it and they haven't been exposed to. And I try to tell most students in the health policy arena, you're missing it. It's about perceived access.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't perceive that video was accessible to me as a medium for getting out my message.
But it is. So, and I'm seeing you do it. Okay. So let's talk logistics. Now, like everything does start it starts up here. Like there's so much here. It starts in our brain. It starts in our mind, in our mindset. And once you got past that, you're like, okay, Cheryl's got to be right. I don't know if you said that, but Cheryl's got to be right.
Yeah, I did.
tell me what the plan is now, because I had some pretty serious homework, which I know you're going to do in May. Like,
Yes.
you're gonna do it for sure in May. The homework's going to be the same.
Yes.
And in terms of like batching and where
Yes.
what job your videos will have for you,
Yes.
what have you decided for you?
Well, I decided that you gave us some very good tips and advice. For example, batch the videos. Don't wait and you said, tell your audience when you're going to release the videos. So that's why I thought about I'm doing Wellness Wednesdays. I may do a video extra like with the coronavirus because that's something different. Yeah. But no, you can, my first video, you can depend on me to bring you content on Wellness Wednesdays. Nice. So in order to do that, I have to batch. I have to have things in the hopper in order to release them. So it's not as stressful for us because we do have other things to do. Also, you gave us the structure, and I missed the class. I was in Maryland at the Women's College when you gave the bonus script writing. But remember, I've been in television studios and such. So I thought I have to make copy for myself. So even if I wasn't writing it, I was thinking about it. And there is a major improvement between my Monday video about how to avoid getting coronavirus and my Wednesday video on how to prevent yourself from getting sick in the workplace. Both had copy, but it's where I put the copy in the second and the lighting, all of that. The second video, the copy is on a window in front of me and you can't even tell it's there. And I'm looking directly at the window instead of looking to the side at another computer screen to make sure I'm covering the different points. But I have to write it first.
Absolutely. You have to think about what you want to say, whether you bullet point it or write everything out or type it out. So explain to our friends what you mean. So you basically, you rigged a teleprompter for yourself.
Yes, because I have had a teleprompter.
So explain what you mean by that. So what you did is you are shooting your video in front of a window, right? And then you taped the words on the window and you're reading it, but you're like doing it with animated up and down voice and everything with emotion and energy.
My little theater background, you know. I gotta fake it until you make it. You gotta act like you're feeling confident.
Have you been having fun doing them?
I have. My daughter she sent out a thing to all these people, said, "Look at my mommy." I tried to get this major job in San Francisco, and she wouldn't get because she would video herself.
And now look at her. Did you show her the one of you dancing? You didn't do anything. It was awesome. It was so good. Yeah. So you even just said it. So the change between Monday and Wednesday, how do you feel now about the process? So now if you know you've got a batch day ahead of you, so let's say you've got a batch day scheduled for next Friday, let's say.
Yes.
What is your process from getting Kat from here sitting to the script table to batching? What is your process?
Taking it in small chunks. So maybe in preparation for the batch day, because for some of us, it will be getting the words down. And so for some of us, it will be writing the copy. So maybe take some time. I have an uncle. I asked him why he's such a productive writer. He told me this many years ago, 15 at least. I didn't always follow it. He said, Nisi, work at it 10 minutes a day. He said, now often you'll do it more. But if you get beyond that barrier, you know you're only going to do 10 minutes. And he said, and every time you don't do it, it's stressing you, it's in your mind, and you have to reorient yourself to whatever this project is. So my advice is take it in small bites.
Right. I love it. I love that. That's really good advice because it does feel overwhelming. I know it feels overwhelming, but when you take your time, but actually use it productively, boy, the results can be pretty amazing. What would you say to somebody who, maybe hasn't created their first videos and who is sort of waiting for that inspiration, waiting for some positive energy, waiting for it to feel right? What would you say to that person?
Well, the waiting is the worst part.
Yeah.
And so, for example, my first videos are one of them you can see, I think. It's where I say this video is coming. All I did was walk outside of my door, put up the camera, turn on video, put it on selfie mode, and video myself walking outside talking about this is coming. And seeing that happen, I was like, oh, well, it's not that terrible. And the lighting outside is really good. I didn't have to set up anything.
So good. It is so good. So outside.
That was, and that relieved me. And on Friday, I don't know how to do this and I'm going to learn. I took video all day because I didn't know I could probably hit pause and continue the video.
Oh, no.
So I now have to try to slice these videos together. It's a cat's journey toward healthy hair.
Nice.
So it's from the morning where my hair is horrible and I'm wanting to, should I cut it all off, called the big chop that day, which I have done several times. And I go outside, I start in the bathroom, and each time I made a new video. And I'm at the hairdresser and I make her get on video.
Very good. So now you're bringing other people on your journey. I love it. So just watch that video on editing.
Yes.
You can use InShot because I think you have an Android, right?
Yeah.
So you can use InShot or Filmora, or even if you follow iMovie tutorials, which is for an iPhone, they're all pretty much the same. Even though the buttons might say different things and they might be in different places, it's all the same. And just let me know if you have any questions. And
I use an Android, but I use PCs, but I have Macs all over the place. So at home, I try to use iMovie. I'm going to learn it. It's all
going to learn it. It's going to be great. Let me know if I can answer any questions or help you out.
Thank you.
Any last words of encouragement? Because you've been great, and I really appreciate you getting on live with me. I know you've been live before.
Yes.
But you know what? We all get nervous. I get nervous. So absolutely. And it just means you care. Yeah. So any last words of encouragement to anyone out there?
Now, I don't mean this like this. Remember Nancy Reagan? Oh, yeah. Kimberly. Well, it's not just say no. Remember, just say no to drugs? No. And then we have these cliches like just do it.
Yeah.
No. I would say just do it is good, but do it with a buddy. And that's what Cheryl's Bootcamp has provided for us, is we all have buddies now. And that's been the most helpful thing for me.
I love it. Thank you so much. It's been so much fun talking with you. Kat, thank you. And continue to post your videos, please. And to all of you, continue to post and comment on each other's videos because it makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yes.
I mean, it really does. I know it takes.
When we can't see something good, I've been able to see something in everyone's videos.
Oh, always.
Because we are probably our worst critic.
Always. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll have more of these and keep asking questions and supporting each other. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.